cares?
Well, we wanted to focus first and foremost on the things that people are obviously going to be upset about, or people are going to think are controversial.
Yeah, I'm joking.
As we said
Obviously,
before, yeah, but like as we mentioned before, is it really an issue that these things are in the agreement? I personally don't think so. I mean, obviously,
it does raise
it's the
questions
U.S.
as to the longevity of it, because when it's so
For sure.
blatantly a political like document, like just like a bald attempt to boost your poll ratings, I don't know how that's going to damage its viability as an actual like agreement.
The one thing I find interesting, I mean, it's already I've already seen the narrative being pushed that Trump is this great negotiator. That Trump is like this very I know, but I've already seen it pushed to like I have family that's right wing, and they definitely love to like flaunt like Trump's agreements with like Israel and United Arab Emirates, and now I'm sure once this like I say that I don't even know, maybe they'll never even figure out where Kosovo is on the map, but I'm sure if they do, this will also become a talking point where they'll be like, look what the brilliant Trump administration did. But kind of moving on past the negative. Well, I guess we're talking about responses online. The main thing I've seen is people aren't even really talking about the content of the agreement so much as they are. I mean, most of the time they're just saying, it's mostly just complaining like America's sticking its nose. And yes, but at the same time, what did you expect? I mean, it's the U.S. brokering a deal.
Well, also about the Israel part, I mean, obviously, when the countries, I mean, there are countries that don't officially recognize Israel and are its allies. I mean, Saudi Arabia. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Saudi Arabia recognized Israel sometime soon, before the election, maybe. That might be too far. That might be a bit too far. But I mean, Bahrain recognized. I mean, this is obvious. This is obvious stuff. Everyone knows this.
Yeah,
Bahrain is basically a Saudi
and yet some people,
puppet state, and they recognized Israel. So that's basically telegraphing to the whole world.
Yeah, so we're. Yeah, I don't know. I feel for these people who are annoyed that this sort of thing's in an agreement that is far removed, but I don't know what to tell them other than, that's tough, but that's what we expected. Like you said before,
it's likely to stand because Mr. Joe Biden's not going to meddle with an agreement that benefits Israel.
Well, especially if Trump succeeds in pushing this narrative that this agreement is like an example of good foreign policy, which I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, America loves Israel. Both sides tend to agree, like, Israel good. So